Hello and welcome to Ula Tea Leaf Readings. My name is Lenor and tonight I'm going to be reading your tea leaves. This is a horoscope for Leo. If Leo is your solar, lunar, ascendant / rising sign, then this is the message for you. Okay, let's get started. And let's see, what do these tea leaves have to say tonight? All right, and our card for tonight is the 10 of Cups. Coming to a place of fullness, that inner path, going further and further into the sweet perfection. Oh, we have a nice little heart there on the side. Right here. Okay, so I want to start right here. Let's see. Okay, so we have, it looks like a turtle, like a sea turtle, kind of swimming here. It looks like somebody is sitting on top of it, riding it. And we have a heart. It looks like it's going right for that heart. It's going to eat it. So what does that mean? Well, I will say that I don't get a lot that look like sea turtles, but there is this ancient, enduring quality. Although the tortoise and the land turtles, they kind of usually have more of like the slower pace, going, with intention and endurance and this kind of thing. The sea turtle is similar, but there is a quality that is more dreamy, the kind of unconscious traveler. If you think of the pictures of sea turtles that have barnacle and all kinds of algae or different sea life kind of growing on the shell, they're kind of hosting these different beings. And just the lifespan as well, if they, are able to exist without all of the, all of the perils of human intervention and other things in the ocean. There is a longevity there. So I feel like there is really truly an enduring wisdom. I feel like your conscience is really leading you through your psyche right now. You are in a place of kind of this holistic wholeness. You've done a lot of work. You're really succeeding in your life. I feel like money is coming to you, resources coming to you. There's a stability building. Definitely kind of have things in check. And I see this is something that is really in this greater spiritual realm. Spiritual, religious, philosophical, whatever it is for you. You are going into yourself. You are traveling the universe, riding on the back of a sea turtle. But truly, I do think that there's a lot of love here. I feel that you're in a place of kind of almost enchantment. If you think of like ecstatic dancing and whirling about and kind of in these dreamy places, warm feelings, whole feelings, kind of just, very well, all of the elements kind of coming together, right? Very earthy, earthbound. You can almost imagine like lying on your bed, daydreaming, feeling very cozy. The fire burning inside of you, that passion for life and love, creativity. The waters, again, the creativity with the cup or the cups. We have this idea of the vessel being full of that kind of life-giving water, right? The water of life. And with the air, again, the daydreaming, creativity in the mind, kind of the element that helps you travel within and without. Okay, and so all of these things really coming together for you, and in a beautiful place. You know, I don't think that this is uncommon for you, but I don't think that this is a place that you get to very often. You know, I think you are a person who is like kind of very tactile, very much in your body, about, you know, going out, doing your business, living your life, you know, striving to do well and all of these things. So when you get into this alignment where you are really soul searching, really aligned with the divine, there's that cosmic consciousness, you are in a place of manifesting, right? This is a beautiful, beautiful place to be, okay? And now we have over here, I see, it looks kind of like a person standing here holding something that has a moon on top of it. Okay. And then next to them, they have an owl sitting. Yeah, that looks like an owl. Is that a hawk? No, it's an owl. And then behind them, it looks like a deer. Okay. So I see a very, this is very much like a Diana motif, okay? Or a kind of mother, middle goddess figure, also like a forest goddess, okay? A nature goddess. So, also lunar, okay? And so this is like Diana, hunting in the forest, being one with her surroundings, also lunar, guided by the ebb and flow. Okay, so you are really in that, again, there's that cosmic consciousness. You are very much aware of your surroundings. You are seeing the divine in the subtle aspects of life. I feel like almost all parts of your day, you are seeing where there is that kind of God thing or goddess thing or divine thing, spiritual thing, okay? There's meaning that is very potent, okay? And with the owl, this serves as your being the watcher, the witness. You have eyes to see, but also great wisdom, okay? So I think you are going through really a phase of transmuting your knowledge into wisdom. You are building. You are creating deeper narratives that have to do with like the ordeals of your life, okay? So, kind of weaving your own self-mythology, probably pretty introspective about things that have come to pass, things that are happening now, and divining or kind of having some kind of revelation about the things that will come. Okay, so really, and that the moon really tells me that, because we have those different phases of the moon. Okay, so past, present, future. And we have the deer, who's kind of standing up there, if you can see, right here with the ears and the head. And the deer is a most sacred being. Okay, so when I take this from Castaneda, and when we, in our hunter-huntress form, archetype, in our hunter-huntress power, we find ourselves in that spiritual forest, and we come to meet that most sacred deer, stag, okay, with the kind of, shining star or glowing eyes or whatever, we know that this is an otherworldly being. This is some kind of, intelligence, maybe with good medicine, maybe not. It really depends on you. But when you come to meet this powerful being, it is all about how you approach it. Is it going to dart off? Is it going to, attack? Stomp on you? What did I say today? I mixed up the two words, stomp and trample, trample. Is that a word? Stomp and, no. Stomple. I said stomple. So anyways, my brain likes to mix up words. But yes, is it going to, come and take you down? Or will you be able to meet heart to heart? Right? And now I think that there's something about like getting close enough so that you can like slay it or whatever. I don't like that. I'll skip that part. But, coming together to share consciousness, right? And so how does that happen? It's a nice kind of guided meditation, kind of a nice thought experiment, something to consider, okay? And I think that this really tells you about what is your configuration now. What do you feel your relationship with your divine, watchers, guardians, intelligences, daemons, whatever they are for you. How do you feel your relationships are? And what can you do to strengthen them? And if you are just beginning with these kinds of things, how are you going to kind of open yourself up to even beginning to meet them? Okay, perceive them. And so my kind of soft, offering here is just the idea of using those daydreaming states, maybe meditation. If you don't know what active imagination is, go and look that up. That might be something that is helpful for you. Also just kind of, a flow of association is something that I find useful, which is just kind of going through random images in your mind. You can write these things down, or you can just lay on your bed, quiet your room, make it dark, and kind of just flow through different images. And as you allow yourself to get into these states of kind of, altered consciousness, these clearer images may emerge. So you begin to form deeper relationships with the entities or parts of your own personality that start to kind of reveal themselves to you. This could also happen through dreams. This is, for me, it's very powerful in my dreams. I have, very clear relationships with very kind of separate and defined personalities in my dream spaces, and these are different kinds of spiritual guides, aspects of archetypes, whatever, the beloveds, and so on. So I think that, it is a worthy journey, especially when you come into a place of feeling so connected with that inner work. And, the way that life is now, we're all very busy. We have a lot of stimuli. It's hard to kind of make space to do this work. And if you have like an abundance of time, or you're feeling kind of, you get into states of melancholy or feeling kind of listless, disenfranchised, and so on, it is hard to focus on even caring to do this kind of stuff. So I think when you get into a configuration such as you are now, make use of it. Really try some of this stuff out, and if it doesn't seem interesting or work for you, there's no harm done. Okay, so I want to look at this one. There's a person that looks like they have maybe like a cape on. They're looking down, and then it looks like this is a horse now, kind of laying down, and it looks like it's kind of holding a flower on its feet. So I kind of think of a horse who is kind of rolling around in the grass and in a place of being vulnerable, joyful. There is this kind of emotional growth happening, blooming, okay? And then we have a person who is almost kind of reminds me of Hermes or Mercury, with kind of the helmet and the little wings, has the cape. Okay, so this is in the emotional zone. Makes me believe that there is an important message coming for you, because we know Mercury or Hermes is the messenger of the gods and a god their self. Okay, so again, I think it's important to go into these kind of interior spaces, even if you are literally, like I said, just lay on your bed, daydream. Just let the thoughts come to you. Don't be so attached to them. You don't have to make a narrative or any of that. Although there are some prompts, and I will mention I'm hoping to get a guided meditation channel going here pretty soon. Starting doing all of the footwork to get it going, everything aligned so I can start making the content. But there are some prompts that I like to use, and I will share those with you. 2 of them I will anyways. And one of them is, and this is how we kind of get to images when we are getting stuck, right? When we don't know, like, how do we start to daydream about these images or receive some kind of divine inspiration. And so one of them that I like to do is thinking of myself standing at the bottom of a spiral staircase. Okay, and up the staircase, as I walk up the stairs, there are doors, and every door is kind of a different color, might have different symbols on it. Okay, and I keep walking up the stairs until I get to a door that feels like I should open it. Okay, and so when I get to that door, I open it and I walk through, and it takes me to where? I don't know, some kind of landscape. Maybe often I will go through and there will be like a tree, and I look beneath the tree and there's something sitting there. What is it? And that's kind of where you get your visual. What is that thing? Let me go look at it. Okay, and what can it be? I mean, it could be so many things, anything really, Another one that I like to do is visualizing myself holding a large egg, okay, in my hands, and I'm keeping it warm. I'm sitting and I'm holding it and I'm giving it love. I'm just, basically incubating this thing until it's ready to hatch. And as it starts to crack in my hands and I'm looking at it, and it opens, something kind of reveals itself. What is that something? I don't know. You tell me. What do you see? So you go through the process of thinking about, how would I be sitting? What am I sitting like? What does it feel like in there? Is it warm? Is it cool? Are my hands nice and warm around this egg and I'm feeling cold? You kind of consider all these things. And then as, you hold it, you channel that love, coax it to come out of there, and then it breaks. Yeah. And then you'll get your image. Okay. And it can be anything. I mean, sometimes it's very, very random. And these are just two prompts that could really be helpful. Okay. Now let's see. Okay, so I'm seeing kind of like a hidden face, like two eyes watching, okay? And then it's almost like we have a fox over here. We have some birds sitting around. So I almost get this feeling that somebody among the crowd, somebody maybe within your social group, maybe somebody that works with you, they have their eyes on you. But you must be vigilant because they have a very fox energy, kind of a trickster, kind of cunning, maybe dangerous, right? They maybe don't have good intentions, or maybe they have good intentions, but they don't know how to handle themselves. They can't control their instincts, right? So if they see a place to get in and get something out of a situation, they will do that. Okay, so just be aware. I think you already know who I'm talking about. You already know, but you try to give people the benefit of the doubt, and sometimes that can become pretty messy and heartbreaking for you. So just be, discerning. Keep an eye on them. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and look at the water blessing affirmation cards. Okay, and we are going to just kind of pick one. Oh, I just had this one. I'll do it. Okay, let's see. It is vitality and balance. Celebrate as Shiva dances, softly dissolving illusion. Yeah. So this, in this context, makes sense to me because going into those interior landscapes, having those visions, ultimately is the dissolving of the illusion of reality, our base reality, what we believe to be the really real thing, right? We wake up, we have our eyes open, we're in the real place. Everything else is kind of just like, movies and video games and our dreams, it's all fake, whatever, fantasy. Well, I don't know how true that is, right? A lot of what we experience, probably everything we experience in base reality is an illusion. So when we go into these interior places, when we begin to travel, travel to other dimensions or realms, whatever it is, the illusion falls away. Okay. And the best way to do that is through a place of love as you are in, alignment as you are in, feeling activated, unified, all of these things. I like to think of it as like a spaceship, right? When we get into this alignment, we have the ultimate spaceship that can withstand, much. And as these illusions fall away, we like to think, oh, it's going to be so, joyful and bright and the light and the bliss and follow your joy and whatever. Yeah, to some extent, but, coming to deeper understandings can be painful. It can be very confronting at times. So just be aware, right? I think that the ultimate thing to, keep us safe is the love. Okay, and the consciousness of love. So, yeah, I think that's where we're at. I want to thank you so much for spending this time with me. It is always such an honor to be able to bring these messages to you. If you would be so kind as to like the video, it helps. It helps the channel. If you, feel so inclined to share the video on other social medias, if you want to leave a comment, I read all of them. It maybe takes me a day or two to get back just because I reply to each and every one of them. And, life gets busy. Other than that, if you haven't subscribed, please think about doing that. You can hit the little bell. It'll let you know when the next videos are coming out. And with that, I will say good night, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever it is. I love you, and we will talk again soon.